Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 14 of the Art Brothers Art Show. The art show where we sit down and we'll draw a topic. Tonight's topic, Minion Mashups, and we will also discuss comic books, movies, and whatever else comes up. And we always are chatting with the most awesome comment section in YouTube today. Thank you very much for joining us. This show is hosted tonight by the one and only Melvin Cruz, or Mad Mel, the writer, artist, and creator of Dead the Grim Reaper, currently on Global Comix. Link in the chat and also in the description. And I am LunchBox Warren, the writer, artist, and creator of The Adventures of Sig and Joe, which is also available for free on Global Comix. And both of those are free to read, and you guys can check those out in the description and in the comments here. Tonight is going to be Minions Mashup tonight.
Yes.
And before we get started, though, Mel, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm all right, man. Thank you for asking. How you doing?
I am doing good.
Wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. How you doing? No,
how are you?
That sounded creepy. No, my bad.
I'm doing good. I've just been busy.
I know, yeah, right?
I want to thank everybody in the chat, Dingus, Ichthus, Massive Panda. Thank you, Ichthus, for sharing out the links. And also, in the links is the link to Ichthus's one-shot, Odyssey of the Dream Reaver, out now on Global Comix, also free to read. If you don't have Global Comix, guys, you're missing out on the best app to read PDF digital comics in America is Global Comix. All of the publishers are on there, from the big guys, DC, Marvel, Image, IDW, Mad Cave, down Dark Horse. There are a bunch of indies like ourselves on there, as well as manga and indie manga. I believe Attack on Titan is on there, and a few others. And it is just the best app for $6 a month. And you get a plethora of comic books to read. Can't say enough how much I enjoy Global Comix.
Oh, yeah. So, what are you mashing up today?
Today, for first one, if I get to do two, I'm going to do two. But for the first one, I am going to be doing a Minion and He-Man mashup.
He-Man.
He-Man.
Nice.
And then, if I have time, I'm going to mash him up with another character. But I will announce that if I do it.
Okay.
Because right now I don't know if I'm going to have time, but I should, because we usually go 3 hours, so.
You can do it, man. I'll be there with you.
Now, who are you mashing up with?
I am mashing up the Minions with Invader Zim.
Invader Zim, very nice.
One of my favorite animations. A lot of fun with that. A little addicted to it for a while.
Now, if you guys have, as always, if you have any questions in the chat, don't be afraid to ask, and we'll get to them as soon as we see them. Anything else? Music too loud, not loud enough? Anything along those lines, just give us heads up.
Yep.
Yes, Massive Panda, you need to read Ichthus's comic book immediately. That's your homework for tonight. There will be a test on it tomorrow at school.
Don't say that, man. I get anxiety. I hate that. Sucks so bad. How is the Minions doing in the box office? Anyone know?
I think it's their first weekend, but I can double check that right now. We should have the Minions box office.
Yeah, sure. Curious.
Okay, so Minions and Monsters has grossed $280 million since its release, 108 million domestically, and 171 million internationally.
Hey,
And it was produced on an $85 million budget, and the film is spacing towards a 400 to 450 million dollar global finish if it holds strong.
hey, good mother, man. That's awesome. It's so lovable. You know what I did? I went somewhere and I had to, get some help with, ways on the app. And it said, hey, we have an option for you to use the minions to give you directions. Oh man, I had to do it. I could not do that. Yeah, it's so much fun, when you're getting to your destination, you can hear little minions talking in the background. Oh, it's hilarious. I love it. They did one like that with Batman, I told you, a couple of years ago. Oh, so cool.
Couldn't they do that with Samuel Jackson too?
Take a left here, mother. Oh, boy, I don't know.
Yeah, so it was something like that. It was like, take a left here, motherfucker.
I don't know if I'm going to take that left. I'll be all pissed off like, hey, wait, who you calling? What?
I'd be like, yes, sir. All right, fine.
I'll be pissed like, wait.
Okay.
This is going to be our first matchup.
Well, our second one.
Second, no, duh. Yeah, it is going to be interesting. I'm not sure if I'm going to pull it off, but I'll give it that old college try. A little more like Dr. Evil. Oh, I took my nephew this weekend. We got to see Evil Dead Burn.
How was it?
Very gory. I was so happy. It was a lot of fun, man. I know people are trying to compare it and exaggerate, like Evil Dead 2. No, that was very campy and no. A couple jokes here and there, yes. But nothing like that. I don't know why they're even doing the comparison. Some jokes, don't get me wrong, but no. think what next week Spider-Man? Is that correct?
Spider-Man's closer. No, next week is Odyssey.
The Odyssey.
Yeah, next week is Odyssey, and then after that it's Spider-Man, I believe.
Clearing that up. What do you think about the Odyssey?
I don't know. I'm a Nolan fan, but I don't like all of the crap surrounding it.
There's a lot going on. Yeah. I'm not sure it's my cup of tea, so I'm gonna have to go skip on that one.
I'm gonna skip on it and save my money for Spider-Man.
You got that right. Man, that makes billion. Not that we're biased or anything, of course, Spider-Man. Yes, we are. Hey, Martha. Hey, stranger.
What's up, Martha?
Yeah, she's here. All right, now the party can begin. Martha's here.
Oh, hey, Martha, you can use my characters all you want in your crowd scene. You're more than welcome to. La 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 la. All right. I will say this about the Odyssey. They need to get a better trailer editor.
You think so?
I didn't like the trailer. I thought the trailer did not help that movie out at all.
Yeah, the trailer has to give you that. Oh, I gotta see this. And when we see Spider-Man, it's like, oh, and wait, yeah, it has to. If you feel like meh, for the amount of money they spent on it, no, you can't have a meh out of a movie.
Yeah, like the Spider-Man trailer, like you said, the Spider-Man trailer looks really good. Made me more excited for the film. But the Odyssey trailer did not excite me at all.
Nope. I concur.
But you know, like I said, I'm a Nolan fan.
Yeah. Man.
So if I had the money, I would go see it. But I don't have the money right now to see a film. Now maybe when it comes out and if everyone's talking about how great it is, then I might bite the bullet and go see it.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, I just don't want to spend the money if it's just not if I can just wait for a home release.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to give you that because it's expensive as heck, man. Just going to the theater.
Yeah, and if I have to choose between Spider-Man and Odyssey, I'm going to choose Spider-Man. That's nothing against Melvin, but I'm a huge Spider-Man fan.
Yeah, the thing is, you are right also. You don't want to give out too much in the trailer. You're right about that. Always do this.
I'm still waiting on a Doomsday trailer.
Yeah, you know what? You are right. Where it is coming up, where you should be having kind of a trailer coming out right about now, like already in July. So
I imagine shortly after Spider-Man's release, if not with Spider-Man, because you don't want to release a trailer and ruin the hype for another character's movie.
True.
So I can see why they've been waiting, but I wouldn't be. I would be surprised if we don't see one. A few weeks after, or if it's not with the Spider-Man movie.
Oh, that would be perfect. I bet. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if it wasn't with Spider-Man.
Good marketing idea.
Maybe D2. I would like to see a released one. I mean, I get waiting for Spider-Man if that's the reason why. It's just the movie's coming up in December. It's probably one of the more important films that Marvel has ever done when it comes to salvaging their reputation, and they're getting people jazzed about the new Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the same time, like I said, I do understand if you wanted to wait until Spider-Man came out. That makes complete sense.
Yep.
I'm wondering though how well Odyssey's going to do.
I know. Yeah.
It doesn't have any competition until the last weekend of June, so it's going to have a full week and another full second full weekend in order to have to make money before Spider-Man comes out. So it has a really good release window time. I just don't know how well it's going to be received.
Yeah, with all the controversies, it's what we're gonna find out very soon. But yeah, it's just some of those casting, and it was just a little bit questionable. I didn't understand. But we shall see. I'm pretty definitely sure. I think the first weekend it comes out, it'll make some money. But it's just after that, the drop off. How steep is it going to be?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll also be interesting to see how it does internationally.
Yeah.
I mean, it's from what I've been reading, it's not going to do well in Greece.
You didn't use any. I was like, maybe you should have used. I don't know, I'm just saying. Yeah, so that's my prediction. Do well the first week, and then after that, then people can, how it is with like Obsession, where after the first week, it's just kept going strong by word of mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now this one is the same thing. It's gonna be like, okay, was it good enough to go watch it, or? Making toast. E23, It's just, it's just time's not a wasting, but it's flying by, and you should have something right about now.
Honestly, I would be shocked if there isn't a Doomsday trailer with Spider-Man.
Yeah, the perfect time. Look at it right here.
Yeah, I would be shocked.
He'll hire you, like, hey, marketing. Warren, how should we market this? Well,
there's we live in a world where negative press is a business, right? So you've got people out there whose entire livelihood is to talk crap about you. We've already got a situation where Disney does not have the strongest faith of their. They lost a lot of faith of their fan base, and this film is a big time Hail Mary kind of film. You know, it's you know, we really need to come out here with our best foot forward and put on an event movie. It needs to be an event film that people are gonna, you know, I need to go see this in theaters. I've been waiting for this. We need to build hype for this movie. And we're not getting set releases. We're not getting costume pictures. We're not getting featurettes. We're not getting any kind of build up in the movies beforehand. And it's just like, are like, okay, you know, guys, I you know, I get we're working on a deal here, but it's like, you know, you guys really need to do good. You really need to market this thing, and it's it's really like right now it's just not happening. And I want to have faith in your guys' product, but right now the negative voices are essentially going out there and saying all sorts of crazy rumors, and they're saying all this crazy crap, and we've got to swim through all of this stuff because we're not getting anything from the directors. We're not getting anything from interviews of the actors. We're not getting any kind of featurettes, any kind of releases. We're not getting anything. So the only noise we get to hear is the negative noise. And then we get these guys coming out and saying stuff like the Russos are having a difficult time coming up with a final edit of the movie. There's horrific fights on set. There's all of this stuff that could just be 100% garbage. But yet, we're not hearing anything from Disney. No one's coming out and saying, no, that's not true. No one's coming out and saying, oh, everything's fine. Here, check out this stuff here. Hey, guys, check out this here. Check out this scene. Check out this costume. You know, and it's just like, okay, it's getting hard to defend this movie and being excited for it if you guys aren't going to give us anything. Now that might all change after Spider-Man comes out. It could just be all balls to the wall at that point, you know, which very well could be what they're waiting on. Is they're waiting on Spider-Man to come out so that way they don't take away from the Spider-Man hype.
How can you take away from that hype?
No, that's true too. I mean, they got a Spider-Man movie that's going to have Savage Hulk in it, and we still haven't quite heard. You know, I mean, we're just now getting like these tidbits and getting us excited for Spider-Man. But it feels like the oh, thank you, Martha. It feels like even on Spider-Man there was a little bit of a delay on promotion.
Wow, Martha, 20 to 26 pages. Going all in. That's exactly how you do it. All in.
Okay, Martha, have fun lettering, and thank you for stopping by.
I'm thank you. Yeah. I'm not happy.
Yeah, but one thing though that was good this year is I can't get over how well Obsession was, how good it was done.
Oh my goodness. That was a surprise. That was a surprise. She's been in a few things herself, but this was her.
Yeah, she played.
Yeah, she did a few things there.
She was in that CW Superman show.
Yeah.
She and a couple other things. Yeah. But just how smart that movie was.
Yes. If you think about it, he was the actual villain. To do something like that.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Bear was the villain.
Yeah.
But you know, crazy. It's like what I like about it is that one of the many things I like about it was like the One Wish Willow. I don't think it's evil.
No, it's the wilder.
I think it's the wish. Yeah, I mean, it's like his wish essentially took away her free will.
Yeah.
And that caused her to go insane in her mind. And that was crazy. Like I was thinking about too. Imagine if his wish was, I wish I was more confident talking to girls.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah. And there's so much little hidden stuff in that movie, like, the shop owner. Hey, what's up, Christine? The shop owner was originally a woman, and then when he goes back to the shop, there's a dude there, and there's a pretty good chance that when he says, "You already used my wish," did he wish himself to become a man?
Hey.
Like, was that female shop owner?
All right.
Did she wish herself into becoming a man? At the end scene when he comes into the house, on the TV playing is a video of Bear sleeping. that she recorded.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's made one of the best movies of the year. I think it's the top 5.
Yeah, I mean, you could watch it multiple times and find something new each time.
Interesting. Yeah, again, it just came out of left field, man. I just was blown away. Like, geez, it's like this is just amazing. Acting, everything.
And I'm not even a horror guy, and I thought I was just blown away by how good it was.
Wait, you're not?
No, I'm not a huge horror horror fan.
Why am I even on this show if you're not gonna be? Oh, okay, that's okay. Yeah, like I said, it was all around everything. See, that's what when things are just very successful like that, when just absolutely everything works. The trailer alone, I was like, ooh, I want to see this one. And for how much they made it, their budget, and how much they made it in the theater, absolutely huge hit.
It's one of the most profitable films, I think, in history.
It wouldn't be surprising if it's discussed. Following week was doing great. Other movies came out, it didn't affect it at all. It just kept doing good. Yeah, but that's a movie that word of mouth. Oh yeah, I recommend anybody. You have to see it in the theater. You're getting a little anxiety right after a while. You're like, geez, girl. I don't know, just do something. He ain't all that. We are, right, Lauren? We are. And all that. Yeah, he did a great job. And his friend, what a prick when he was making that, which I know he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. And they're like, oh, I knew he was gonna do that.
Yeah, and the Sarah girl wanted him bad.
Oh man, just the little things when he's talking with his friend in the store, and you see her in the background, she's like blurred out, but you can see she's directly looking at him, and she hasn't moved. And like just little things like that, like this is brilliant. Nice.
Yeah. Very, very well done. Good all the way around. Highly recommend Obsession.
Oh, my goodness, yes. You don't have to be a horror fan to see that like that, because it's a thriller, not really a horror. Backdoors did pretty good too.
Yeah, I haven't watched Backwoods yet, or Backrooms yet.
I mean, Lauren, do we have to have a talk like before we get on the show? No, it was done very well.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's nothing is going to catch Obsession's budget profit margin.
You're right,
Nothing this
budget
year is
wise.
going to get even close.
Yeah, and with that budget, it's like what?
Like Spider-Man would have to make. It would almost have to make like percentage wise, like percentage of budget to profit or to box office. It would have to be like $3 trillion to get close to the percentage that Obsession is. Obsession was $750,000 to $401 million in the box office.
Sick. That'd be bonus for everybody. Everybody get a bonus, damn it. Jeez. Great job. Here's a bonus. Yeah, crikey. I thought.
I can't believe we're getting like halfway through July already.
You can't?
Like it's hard. No, I mean, good lord. The time just flies by.
You're having fun. You're having fun.
Oh yeah. Of course I'm having fun.
Good answer.
Doing here. We were talking about before stream. You know, I thought I was going to be farther than I am on my progress with the Squirrel Boy. Because I thought I was going to probably be like starting penciling issue 3 by the end of July. And I'm not even going to be done finishing the pages for issue 1 by the end of July. And at first I was kind of like upset with myself. I was like, what the hell happened? And then I really thought about it, and it was like, well, I'm putting out so much stuff right now that I'm essentially working as best that I can, and I need to be realistic about my goals and just realize that, hey, sure, it's not happening as fast as you want, but it's not like I'm slouching, you know. So it's just one of those things as a creator, and you know, where you think you're going to be farther than you are, you get excited, and then you get into the work, and it's just not, you know, it's just not going to happen. And then you have to look at, okay, well, is it me? Am I not, can I put more time into it? Am I being, you know, am I slacking off somewhere? And then you can kind of look at yourself and say, no, it's just going to take longer than you think, you know.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be, you know, like, all right, I'm going to be done by this time, and oh, no, I'm not. You know? And that's okay. But at least I had like a deadline, you know, where rather than, I'll just fart around it. No, at least I gave myself a deadline.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the vicinity of being almost done. I'm off by about a month so far, so I don't feel that bad. But yeah, we are our own worst critic.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Oh, I can do better. I can do this. I can do that. And there's a little thing called life too. That kind of have to deal with sometimes.
Yeah, as of right now, it's looking like I'll finish issue 1, lettered and gray toned, probably by the end of August. And then I'll jump into issue 2, and I'll probably have issue 2 done. Because issue 1's gonna, if I finish issue 1 in August, it'll take me 3.5 months. That's pencils to lettered finish. For 41 pages. So I should not be beating myself up for doing 41 pages in 3.5 months, working a full-time job, as well as doing other streaming shows and, you know, stuff along those lines. So with my schedule, I'm still putting out 41 pages from nothing until lettered in about 3.5 months. So I can't beat myself up over that.
No. And as I've always said, madness.
So if it sticks to 3.5 months, September starting issue 2, September, October, November into December, issue 3, January, February, March, and then issue 4, April, May, June. So around this time next year, I should be finishing up.
Yeah. I give myself that 1 year. Not easy, right? When you got to do all the work yourself. Not easy.
No, it's not easy, you know. Not easy when you're doing it yourself. Hey, what's up, Orange? It's a Minion mashup night.
Yes. The orange.
Everyone's favorite little yellow munchkins are here to mash up the Art Brothers Art Show.
Oh Halloween.
But that's why I've been even heavily more considering, depending on how many pages issue 2 and 3 are, I may turn one graphic novel into a part 1, part 2.
Okay. See that?
So if I get 3 done, and 3 is a good stopping point or a good break point, then I will do a How the Squirrel Saved Longview Part 1 graphic novel.
Yeah, and you can test the waters with it.
Yeah. That'll give me something to promote and sell while I'm working on 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, 'cause you can gauge it and see, like, okay, if people like it, or
Yeah.
all right, go then. You there, Rob?
But after I get issue 1 done, before I start penciling issue 2, I might do a couple pages of Santa.
Oh yeah. I got to get back on that this week or weekend. I just want to finish up this one page.
Yeah, so I might do that. I might work in, because it's my Santa one's like, I think it's like 21 pages.
That's what I'm thinking about too. Close
So
to
that
there.
I might break it up and like, okay, before I start on issue 2 of Squirrels, then I'll do, like 5 or 6 pages of Santa, do issue 2, and then do like another, 6, 7 pages of Santa, and then after 3, finish up Santa and get that ready for Christmas next year.
I got Gurr there, baby. Right over here. He's stepping on his feet. So he's right there. One-eyed Gurr. I don't know, man.
Okay, so you went with Gru, and then Zib's or the kid's dad.
Yeah.
There's Gur. You made Gur into a minion.
Yeah, Gurr, one-eyed Gurr minion.
Nice.
Got the little pig snuck in there and Gaz in the background there. So, what? Oh, yes, okay. Not digging. Zoom.
Now, are you all set once you get volume 2 done? Are you going to be jumping in right away on 3, or do you have have you written anything for it or prepping anything for that one?
I'm going right into 3. Yeah, like I said, I've had like 23 chapters already written. Dialogue, location, characters, everything.
Oh, okay, wow, yeah.
And then, but the thing is, it was I have had it for a couple of years now, so I go back and read it, and then I'm like, I don't like that, and then just start editing all that. And I would always be like, oh, okay, and then like, after a while, it's like, no, I don't like this anymore.
Okay.
It's the Forever Forest. No, that one is, I just can't wait. You can't wait. You know, invest yourself in these stories that you come up with. You really do invest yourself. And like in this one, when he just, I'll give you a little hint. When he's walking through the forest, you're gonna see carvings on the trees, and he'll walk by them and he'll say what they are.
Okay.
So you'll see stairs out of nowhere, just in the middle of the forest, stairs, and then he'll just, okay, that's a portal. And then just keep walking. So I'm gonna have a bunch of that, you know, like he's walking here and there, that's a portal, you know, and that, and things like that. So it's a lot of fun, you know, like, oh, I can't wait to draw that. That forest has everything, and they're watching him too. So like, they can't figure him out. It's like, what is this? It's not a human. He has no scent. Can't even sense him. Yeah, so I'm jumping right into it. Keep going. Then I push myself as in, at the end of the year, I should have X amount of pages done.
Do you allow that goal to shift if depending on like, you know, how life affects them on those lines?
Yep. Life always finds a way. Yeah, and, you know, at least you get a ballpark figure of, okay, you know what, I mean, I'm very close to my goal, so I feel kind of proud of that. So like right now, I'm like, you know what, I got some PTO time, so it's taking some time, you know, off.
It's funny, I was thinking the other day when I was working on a state sale, I was like, if I ever won like a scratch ticket, hey, what's up, USR? If I ever had a scratch ticket win, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I won, let's say something like $8,000, right?
Mm.
I would use that $8,000 to not have to work for a bunch of months. Just live off of just so I can work, not have to work for a couple months, so I can get more comic book work done.
Oh my god, dude! You would wake up extra early on purpose and be like, okay, I'm gonna get X amount of pages done.
Yeah, I would live for that amount of time, and I could live off of that. I would just live doing comic book work. I was working comics full time.
So I thought about myself when I was like, ooh, I'll take a week off. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'll do my best to make sure I got nothing planned that week. Why? That's it. I'm thinking about it. Why are you so difficult, Zim? Don't laugh at me. It ain't fun.
No, I'm laughing at it's I was just thinking about Orange says he would 8 grand would almost buy him the PC he wants to build, and I was just thinking about how the prices of building a PC and how crazy they've gotten.
Yeah.
That would be a sick PC though.
Oh yeah. I was acting a fool as always at work, and I said, money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you comic books. And I hesitated, and I put, and tacos.
Tacos and comic books.
Right?
Orange says he'd also buy drugs. That's how I would make more comic books, is with the pound of cocaine I would buy. Now that's gonna be a hell of a marathon stream, kids.
Hi, Felicity.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something special for your release.
Oh, thank you.
Huh?
I had to do something for yours when these squirrels come out to the world.
Oh yeah, we'll do something for that. But I want to do something special for yours too.
Are you saying I'm special?
Yes, you are special. You're special to me.
Mm. Yeah, because then that'd be that relief, like, okay, all right, I got it done. I know myself. All right, let's go. Let's go. That's fine.
That's impressive that you've got that many chapters written ahead.
Yeah, that was when 2023. The first 6 months, I'm like, okay, I'll do some sketches. Don't get me wrong, but it was just right after work, boom, chapter 1, and just kept going.
So issue 1 was chapter 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 23 issues essentially planned out.
Yep.
Now, how close has this what you've written out beforehand stayed to what you're doing?
Kind of. It evolves.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Right, yeah. Because I'm like, ooh, and then it's, I'm like, what was I thinking? What was I on? What medication? So, just like, you know what? And since it's your project, you can do whatever the heck you want.
Well, there's a very big difference between, an outline, and then when you start fleshing it out,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's even, it gets to be a bigger difference than after you flesh it out to what that finished, okay, I'm ready to go product. Because when I first flesh something out, or first outline something, it's kind of like book opens, two squirrels at big meeting in park. Fight happens over who's messing with dumpster cans. Leader, calms everyone down. They go back to their squirrel village. Gets in fight with main character's son. Son leaves on patrol. It's like really kind of just a real basic, like, I'm trying to explain to you what happened in a movie that I watched, kind of outline. Then I start fleshing it out, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. We need to let this conversation breathe more. I need to add this in. Like, when I was writing issue 2, I had the basic outline of what I wanted. I added an entirely new scene of the main character Stark with his girlfriend.
Nice.
And the scene came about when I was at an estate sale, and I saw this bush tree, or this tree that had these really beautiful flowers. And I took a picture of it, and I was like, how beautiful would it be to have this as the background if one of the squirrels was meeting with his or the main character was meeting with the girlfriend. And he's dealing with the argument and the fight that he just got in with his dad, and a lot of it has to do with how he handled the cat situation, and it just birthed into this whole conversation. And then the mom and the dad are having a conversation, and the mom's role has really evolved since I first started. And you start doing this stuff, and it's like, okay, now I'm playing around with this. And yeah, it's going to be a very touching war story. And then it starts breathing more. So now what was going to be 76 pages is turning into possibly 6 issues, 2 volumes. And each volume could be 120, so it could end up being 240 some pages of squirrel stuff.
And the thing is that I don't know about you, but me, when I was waking up 2-3 in the morning with ideas, and I would write them down on sticky notes, or just get up, turn on the light, and just start typing. It was just a flood, man, of ideas just kept on for 6 months. It was like oh, okay, I got it out of my system, It's great.
Orange busted nuts, a long new side story. I think Orange wanted me to put one of the squirrels has to say it's nut busting time.
Ew. I don't know about that one, buddy. E-man looking good.
Oh, thank you, sir. I like how you got the whole group shot going on, 11 by 17. Now who's the madman?
Well, I have my dad in my name. I got that from him. Contagious.
But yeah, you're right though. It does evolve. It grows. And,
I love it. Then after a while, you sit back and be like, I did this?
yeah. Oh, did you hear about Comics Wellspring?
No.
Yeah, they like shut down production.
What?
Yeah, they put out a note or a notice that they're gonna, due to some kind of problem they're having, they had to shut down all production. They're refunding people who had orders in production with them, and yeah, they're like done.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
What the hell happened?
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be back. I don't know if it's temporary. I don't know what the hell happened, but it was. I saw the notice that they put out, and I don't know what in the hell happened.
Wow.
So I'm gonna have to shop around for a whole new printer.
Oh, I guess we both are.
I've got friends who use Mixum,
Yeah, I've heard of them.
and I believe I saw, I think it was Nicholas Mueller, and he does a lot of good work, and he puts out a good book. I think he says he uses Comic Impressions.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Neither have I, so I gotta check them out. But yeah, I was shocked. I mean, I know people were complaining because, like, Comics Wellspring made it so that if you want their Kickstarter discount, they need to be able to put their logo on your cover. So your logo would have a stamp somewhere that says a Comics Wellspring stamp on it.
Oh.
And that was kind of upsetting a bunch of people. And then the next thing I saw was them putting out a notice that they are, I don't know if it's, they didn't really mention in the notice if it was temporary, if it was long term, but they were refunding people that were like, so if you did an order with them and you were waiting on your book, you would get a refund.
I did not see any of that.
So whatever it was so bad that they couldn't even fulfill what they were working on at the time.
That's scary.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Very scary. Look at us. We're about to, in just a bit, like, all right, take a look at it. Well, screen and then look it down. Huh. Maybe we gotta go to their website and say something.
That's a good point. I'll do that right now on my cell phone.
You're right, woman.
Yeah, okay. Service update. Orders being refunded. A message to our customers. To our valued customers, we sincerely apologize, but due to unforeseen operational challenges, Comics Wellspring, owned and operated by Carta Finishing, must temporarily suspend accepting new orders and halt production at this time. Any orders that have not been completed will be fully refunded. Our team will be reaching out to affected customers. Additional information in the future. Over the past week, we have been working with the original founders of Comic Wellspring, Greco Printing, to remove the previous non-compete restrictions that prevented them from printing comic books. As a result, they have once again been able to provide comic printing services. If you are looking to print your project with a trusted printer, we encourage you to contact Greco Printing. Greco Printing was the original company that owned Comics Wellspring.
Wow.
Their team has decades of experience, blah, blah, blah. We truly are grateful for your support and trust. We have shown you have shown Comics Spring over the years. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, and you appreciate understanding during this difficult time. Thank you.
Man, that's a shocker. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow. What happened?
I don't know.
Jeez, man. You know, that's like abrupt. Like, oh yeah, by the way. Imagine us, you know, like, hey, all right, they're gonna get some, you know, and then that happened. Man, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, me too. Oh, thank you very much, Christine.
Yeah, he's looking buff. You're taking them away so quick, man. Took them away. Man. You know what? That does give the opportunity of the competitors to step up.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but hey, for a discount, come over here. What? Hold up. Wait a minute. Man, caught me off guard with that one, right?
Yeah,
Jeez.
that one caught me off guard when I read it too.
What are the other ones that I was looking? I got a list somewhere. I was looking into. I don't know. For some reason, I was like, I like Comics Wellspring, but never printed a little too dark for me, so that was didn't care about that. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'll be a stinker and look at.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about it right now, just because I probably won't be ready to do any printing on the Squirrel Buck until the end of the year. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to shop around a bit. I might give old comics mix some printing a chance, because I do my prints through them. So I might do a print run of the comic book through them just to see how they do.
Well, I'm coming up soon to finish this, get it, my editor to look at it, and then, all right, let's start printing, you know, so I'm almost there. Now, I don't know. Batman.
Now imagine if you had everything all set up. You just finished a successful Kickstarter. You got your money,
Oh
and
man.
then you're running a print run through Comics Wellspring, and then 2 weeks before you're supposed to get it, boom! It's like we don't have, we're not going to get you, or like you're not going to get your book.
That's probably happening right now.
Yeah.
It's probably insane somebody's situation right now. Guess it'll show up on the show or something like, dude, who's ready? And these people just, I mean, it's a business. It happens, but so abruptly, man. Oh yeah, and by the way, no more. So now it's good, one of these other companies to maybe buy them out or something, and it's like, hey, got all the equipment that we can use. Got some staff members that can probably keep their job.
One of the reasons why I like having at least some level of a print run done before I even start my Kickstarter.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why don't they do that, right? People would do the opposite.
Well, I mean, money. Some people's entire comic book would not get made unless the Kickstarter goes through. So they're doing it, essentially, the book's not even made. Like, they'll do like 5 sample pages. And then they'll run the Kickstarter to pay for the rest of it.
Kind of risky. But it's kind of safe, too. It's a combination of both.
Well, what happened, like, with all those late ones was a combination of, so you run a Kickstarter and your artist has never done a comic book before.
Oh.
So you're going to do a Kickstarter with this artist, and then during the COVID era, Kickstarters were doing really well because people had money and they were sitting at home. So then you get a Kickstarter, you get enough to make your book. Well, now you have an artist who's never done interiors, and they're telling you they'll get it done in 4 or 5 months. And you and me both know how that could go to hell quickly.
Very.
We were just talking about how we thought we were going to have stuff done at a certain time, and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I've heard stories too of artists just bailing on them, and I'm like, oh, dude, how can you do that?
Well, you get in over your head.
Oh, and the artist, like one guy said, he ghosted me. This was my friend. I'm like, oh, he just ghosted me, man. I'm like, dude, we're buddies.
Oh, it happens for multiple reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You get in over your head. You are ashamed that you're not going to get the project done in time, so you turn around and you just ghost them because you don't know what else to say or do about it. Not let's say the right way to handle it, but that's just how some people would handle it. Heck, I got ghosted over politics.
Oh yeah. Tell me about that.
So it just happens,
Mm-hmm.
Also too, like I forgot who I was talking to this. I think I was talking on one of the live streams. You want to talk about living off of your work, right? Well, you have to ask yourself, how much would it take me to survive? Like, how much do I need a year to survive, or how much do I need a month to survive? Let's say you need $4,000 a month to live, and not lose like your house or anything, or your bill or your roof over your head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you do a Kickstarter. You do a $10,000 Kickstarter, and then that's not $10,000 to survive and live off of. That's 60% of that 10,000 is going to go to fulfillment. So right off the bat, you've got to spend. You're spending money on fulfillment, and then, so in order to survive, you have to make enough money to fulfill your book, and then make whatever you need for your monthly while you make the book. So if it's going to take you 6 months to finish the book, then you need to make, and it's cost you $4,000 a month to survive, then you're going to need $24,000 just to survive for 6 months, and then you're also going to need money to fulfill the book. So you're talking, you're gonna need like an $80,000 Kickstarter, probably $60,000 Kickstarter to fulfill and live for 6 months while you finish your book.
Who can command something like that? I don't know. Think Madeira or who do you think you are? Like
Yeah.
I mean, jeez, bro.
There was that one Kickstarter guy, a comic artist who was worked for the Big Two and was convinced to do a Kickstarter, and he ended up ghosting all his followers and not fulfilling because he was expecting to make money to live off of. And he actually did a statement where he was kind of chastising. He's like, I needed money to live off of, and I didn't get it for the Kickstarter, so you guys aren't getting your book. But he said his goal low, and it was like, well, if you needed that much to live off of, why was your goal so low?
Yeah. That is so sad. That is so sad. And you're just going to forget it, man. Comic book wise, the industry, they're going to remember who you are, and that's it. You're done.
Oh yeah, you're done after you don't fulfill.
Yeah. They're going to be like, yep, I remember you.
The only guys that get away with that are the ones who have a big famous following before they did Kickstarter. Like you and me not fulfill, we're done. No one's going to trust us again. I know some big creators who have still to this day haven't fulfilled comic books, but they can still draw money because they have that fan base that wants their stuff no matter what.
Exactly.
Hell, Joe Mad didn't fulfill his.
You didn't? How are we going to talk bad about Joe, bro?
Huh?
We're going to talk bad about Joe.
Hey, Joe Mad had a Kickstarter he didn't fulfill.
That was a buddy thing. I don't know now. Bad about Joe, my boy.
Rob Liefeld had a Kickstarter.
Oh, no. Man, why you looking getting deep, bro? Yeah, Liefeld, I don't know. He did that too? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had a Youngblood one that was a disaster. A bunch of people pledged to it. It didn't fill. Mike S. Miller, the artist who did Injustice, has a Kickstarter that's 5 years behind, and he's ghosted his backers. He won't even pay attention to them or answer their questions or anything. He just tells a bunch of backers that are complaining they haven't got their book that he's fulfilled the book mostly, and if you didn't get the book, it's because of something you did.
What? Man, it's terrible. There should be a way to, get some of that money.
It's the risk you take with crowdfunding. You're not going to get your money back. And it's like there's no. It says it well, not even in the fine print. It says it right there in the big letters. Is that Kickstarter? There is no guarantee of you getting your product from the Kickstarter, and that's put in there to protect them in case something like that happens.
Wow.
Yeah, it happens in gaming. It's really bad.
Oh, really?
You're right, Orange. It happens in the gaming crowdfunding all the time.
Crowdfunding a bad name. You gotta say it. When you draw Batman, you have to say it.
I'm Batman.
Gotta work on that, little buddy. Go a little deeper.
Where's Rachel?
Where is I had a skit like that once with the Joker. Any years ago when it came out?
Yeah.
Well, Keith's car. I had a whole skit of, you know how I got so bald? He was talking about my dad, took some shaving cream, put it on my head and start shaving. I'm so hairy. It was hilarious, man. It's like, okay, people are like, do it again, man, we'll do it. Nah, no more. No, we're ever gonna go close to that, man. That was just.
I think we will. We just have to get a director and writer who's ballsy enough to not just copy what he did.
True. That part where he was like, "You must be Rachel," They said that they were supposed to cut it, but he kept on, and she's looking over like at Nolan like, "Hey, cut." Then he comes and he starts talking to her and grabs her face and everything. That was all real.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy crap! That's one of the best things about filming is sometimes they'll just go off the script, and he's like, keep filming, keep filming, and next thing you know, everybody gets into it, and you're like, oh, and it just comes out amazing. I know she was like, not at that time. I know she was later like, oh, that was amazing, man. But that time she was like, what the hell? Like really scaring me.
What's up, Laps? Laps Comics fan in the chat.
Hey, man.
know, it's one of the complaints I had about the new Batman, or the Batman, was, with the Nolan trilogy, we got this realistic Batman. Okay, cool. And then Matt Reeves comes along and creates, I guess a more realistic Batman. And even his Joker is scarred. And I was just like, just seems so unoriginal to me. It's like, why is everyone praising this Batman? I mean, this is just what Christopher Nolan did, except he's just doing it even more realistic than what Christopher Nolan did. And he even has a scarred Joker. And I'm just like, okay, like, why is every Joker now going to be scarred? Or is all our Batmans going to be realistic Batman? Like, if Zack Snyder didn't come along and create Batfleck, it would have been like just nothing but this whole run of realistic Batman. And people were praising, and I was just kind of like, well, that's just what Nolan did. Why are we praising this as original when all he's doing is just what Nolan did on steroids?
I have to admit, yeah, when they showed that last part, the ending there, the ending credits where they showed the Joker, I got excited for half a second. I'm like, wait a minute, those are scars? I'm like, I don't think I like it. I don't like the scars. So.
I mean, I don't even necessarily mind the idea of a scarred Joker in the face. I thought Nolan's was done really well. I thought Heath Ledger knocked it out of the park. I just didn't. It's almost like, why is it that no one's calling this out as just Nolan 2.0?
True. Going to be, they're going to somebody's going to have to sit down and say, okay, let's not do this and it's become original. And that's when you sit down, get some artists. Hey, we want X amount of artists, we want X amount of versions of Joker. I think they did that, Lucas did that with Darth Maul. And he's like, okay, no, that's a little too evil. Tone him down just a little bit. Yeah, he told the guy, that's a little too evil right there, bro. Actually, listen to me. All right, let's tone him down just a little bit, and we got to the Darth Maul. Look at the way he looks now. He's terrifying. Imagine the art before. Crap.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Laps, 100%. Because you're right, the movie was okay. Don't get me wrong, it was entertaining, and I thought it was even better after Penguin came out. But I was just kind of like, this is just the same thing Nolan did. I don't understand. People are acting like this is new. Like, this is, wow, you really did a realistic Batman. Yeah, that's what we just had for 3 movies. Realistic Batman. I want Arkham Batman.
Rumors about another Arkham game. I'm like, oh.
That's all I did, Orange. You just talk to, you just call your doctor and tell them you want it, and then they'll set you up. They'll set you up an appointment. Not really. I mean, you'll be down for a couple weeks because of the pain, because of the the healing time. So you'll be sore. You know, it'll definitely be sore for a couple weeks, but it's not bad. Oh, yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it, Labs. Like his Gotham was better, and he was just Nolan 1.5. It wasn't like he was creating anything new with Batman. He was just doing what the last guy did, but just only more of it.
But you got a great idea. Absolute minions.
that's what I'm doing right now. Kinda.
Absolute invaders in too.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it's much safer than having your wife do anything. It's a vasectomy for a guy is like just you go in and you're out in and out one day. I heard Toy Story 5 was pretty good. USR. So I think you're in for a treat. I know when I went to go see a Supergirl, Minions was over everything. Commercials, even like the pre-movie, um, like uh, Regal Cinema roller coaster ride thing had Minions in it. When the preview started, it was a Minion on his computer, like opening up a file folder to show you the trailer. I mean, Minions was their advertisement was all over the place in the movie theater.
Okay, how you gotta do it?
Now, what black are you using? Mad Mel, what black are you just using? A regular black, or do you have that pen, the Pentel?
Man, I used a combination, a whole bunch of things. Look at this big mammoth Jenny here. Acrylic paint black.
Okay.
I even used that. A little too much though. Jumped in. Went too extreme. Oh, that one looking mean, man.
Yeah, I'm using the blacks that came with the gray tone sets. There's a black 100 and a black 110, which is, I guess, black.
Very black. I like to try that out just to see how it looks.
Back in the day, before I discovered these kind of markers, I'd use like Sharpies and stuff, but the Sharpies were never as black as like the Microns. They were more of a lighter, like a, almost like a, I don't know, would you say a bluish black? Or the Sharpies never got that hardcore black.
Yeah, that's true. No, why not? Why so serious? We gotta do more mashups.
These are, yeah, I'm down. I enjoy doing these. They're fun.
Takes us away a little bit from what we're doing right now, which is what you said before, kind of what we need sometimes, just a little break.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem getting away from a little, decapitation and, intros and stuff. No, not at all. The cutesy stuff is fun. Then I gotta go back. Gotta go back. My next horror movie, what is it? I think I got one that's come, Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, Resident Evil's coming up.
Not what's coming up. Alright.
I think there was a trailer for the new Friday the 13th TV series called Silver Lake.
Interesting. I had my doubts, but I'm like, okay, you piqued my interest. I kind of thinking what they're doing. But did you hear about who's going to be making a comeback in 2028?
Now, I saw that post on your Facebook. Is it going to be Robert England, or is it going to be...
We don't know yet. Nobody knows yet. So he's down and willing, but what is he, 70 plus now?
Yeah.
I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying that's a lot of makeup for a lot of hours. When you're young, yeah, you're good, but when you get older, I don't know. If you want to go through all that.
He's really the only one who can do it. We're just being honest.
But what do you want? A remake of the first one, or something new and different? Yeah, I know. That's when you got to stop and think. Like,
Well, there's nostalgia bait.
Yep.
But when they rebooted Nightmare on Elm Street last time, they forgot about the comedy. And that might have been just what Robert Englund brought to it. But they needed someone who was going to be able to to do a little bit more out there than just being a scary monster guy. You need to be, I guess, not necessarily funny, but you need to have some kind of something more to you than just being scary.
It's true. Dude, that thing's more like 13 years ago or something like that? 13, 14?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm like that long ago? Jeez. You'd ask me, I'd be like, 10 years? 8 years? No, it's like about 13 to 14. Like, wow. I don't know, man. Since he's done the makeup and everything, you can get somebody. You know, these are this is opportunities for them to sit down, just like we're talking about with the Joker, where okay, we've done the Scar Joker, all that. Let's come up with something fresh, something different, and just get people involved. You know, like, all right, what do you think? And with England, you can get somebody that's a no-name actor because he's all in makeup. You might get away with that.
Yeah. Because what I'm wondering with England, is it going to be too campy, and is it just not going to work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another blend that of horror and campiness. You gotta.
Because it's not necessarily they were trying to be campy back in the day, but that was a different kind of filmmaking back in the day than what we're doing now. So it's just kind of like, can you pull it off with those kind of characters? And I'm wondering if you can anymore. Like Evil Dead went way far away from what the source material was.
Oh yeah.
And it works because you can't copy or create Bruce Campbell.
No.
And you really can't copy or create Robert Englund. I think you'd have a better chance with a Jason movie than you would be trying to capture, I don't know if you want to call it the magic of a Friday the 13th. And that's, and they weren't even able to do that with Jason that well. But I think it would be easier with Jason than it would be with Freddy Krueger. Because Freddy Krueger was Robert Englund, Like, could you make another Evil Dead with Ash without Bruce Campbell playing Ash?
It's true.
You could never do Army of Darkness and make that work. Maybe, I think we were talking about maybe try to do instead of doing where the person gets sent back in time, just do a medieval Evil Dead, where they're dealing with the Necronomicon in a medieval time period with knights. You might be able to pull that off.
Yeah.
That might be cool. But you're not going to be able to do what they did with the chainsaw hand and Bruce Campbell and the boomstick and all that stuff without Bruce Campbell,
Yeah, you can come up with right there that medieval time. You come up with a new hero. Just a guy that you can come up with something new. Yeah, they never explored that. Well, but what are we doing next week?
Good question.
take over the world. Oh, that's another one. Pinky and the Brain.
Yep.
Triple down.
What else could we do?
Thank you, Christine. Army at 19.
I was Army at 18, and I never did get married, so I never got divorced. All right. Oh, are we done?
I think so.
This is like the shortest Art Brothers stream we've ever done.
All right, next week we can do something about that. Yeah, you got 2, whatever.
Boom! 2 7x10s. Biatches. Oh. Yeah, so yeah, we'll have to
We'll talk about it during the week.
yeah, we'll have to talk about it and figure out what we want to do next. Do you have anything coming up?
Nothing as of yet. I think the next one will be September 6th.
Now, you're gonna be doing your show Sunday, right?
Yes, I'll be doing mine on Sunday at 5 p.m. Central.
Yeah, so make sure you guys check out Mad Mel's channel where he's going to be doing. You were inking Marvel rival characters. Are you going to be doing that again?
Yes. Very much so.
Yeah. I was working on Sunday, but I missed your show. But I watched the replay of it.
Yeah. I finished it up. I only had, 4 characters? I think it was Jeff, the Shark, Spider-Man, and Scarlet Witch. So it was already almost done. But it's good to see, it finished. And then I went back with the Joker when I finished because I wanted to throw some more veins in his arm. Because it was sitting there on my table, and then I would walk by, and I'm like, no, it's not done. It's not done. You know how it is. You walk by.
Oh, yeah.
I want to do this. So I went in there on the stream and I'm like, let me add to it. Let's add some more veins. Darken it up a little bit more. I think one of the legs a little bit more black. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do this weekend myself. Coming up. I think I'm going to be on the computer.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
As for next week, we will decide during this, but there's one thing I thought of today. This was brought up by Ichthus earlier, and I thought of it again today. Was either getting like Ichthus or someone to write a one-page story, even if it's just get a script for a one page of a comic book.
Mm-hmm.
You and me both looking at the script and drawing the page. So same script, 2 different artists, and see what the results look like.
Nice.
That would be a heck of a show. That would be a long one because we're going to be doing 11 by 17 full comic book page. But I thought that would be very interesting to do.
I am down for that. That would be so much fun.
So we'll work on getting that set up.
Mm-hmm.
And either finding a page or having one of our writer friends write us just one page deal, or maybe even writing our own page. I would like a third party to write it though, because then we're not thinking that we both have to think about it once we read it. You know, if you write it, you already have something in mind. If I write it, I'm visioning something, so it'd be cool to have a third party write it. Just one page script. It doesn't have to be like an entire story in one page, but just one page of either action or something, and then we will draw that page out in our own interpretation of it. And I think that would be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that's so much fun. Good challenge.
Also, too, we should think about doing our 24-hour stream here pretty soon.
Yes.
We need to I would like to do that. And
Lots of coffee.
lots of coffee. As for next week, though, we'll figure that out during the week. We might do another mashup or something along those lines. Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah. For my Sunday show, I was, like I said, I was trying to think about maybe doing it on the computer. But I have this image that's stuck in my head with Spider-Man ever since I did last weekend Marvel Rivals. I just got an image of him stuck in my head, and I'm like, wait a minute, wasn't that same image? Is an Arthur Adam kind of an image of Superman, kind of him swinging like that.
Okay.
I'm like, wait a minute, I know that image from somewhere, but I'm like, Arthur Adam did that with Superman. It's just stuck in my head, so I might have to draw it.
So, as for this week for me, check me out here tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a marathon stream, working on the Squirrel Book. And then Wednesday, I'll be doing another big stream, working on the Squirrel Book. Thursday, I'm going to be doing a pre-recorded show with Dingus. We're going to do another review. Last week, we did Speed Racer, which I think is coming out tomorrow. It's the new Mad Cave Speed Racer, which was actually really decent. It was really well written, good art. I had fun reading it. So that's another one people should check out. And then Friday, I will be on here with Labs Comics Fan, doing the last panel, along with Bob Loves Movies and Ray Poupée. The job this weekend for me, my day job, is not going to be as difficult. We just did the last sale we did was a massive one, so it was very, 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 very tiring. And so this weekend, hopefully, I'll get some draw streams in on Saturday and on Sunday also, and then we'll be back here Monday for another episode of Art Brothers Art Show. So yeah, please, if you haven't liked and subscribed to both mine and to Mad Mel's channel, please do so. We got a lot of stuff coming down the line, a lot of cool things. Watch me make a comic book essentially entirely live, and yeah, lots of cool stuff coming down the line, my friends. But yeah, had a lot of fun doing this mashup.
Oh yeah.
If you have any suggestions for mashups, put them in the comments of this video. Put it in the regular comments. We will read them and answer them. If you have any other mashup ideas or other things that you want to see us draw, put those in the comments, and then we'll put that on our list of stuff that we want to do down the road. So, yeah, that would be big help for us to see what you guys want us to do. Oh yeah, we will be back next week on Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central, for another episode of the Art Brothers Art Show. But until then, my friends, as always, be good, stay safe, and God bless.
Take care, everyone.